All right, welcome back, everyone. We have Darian here with Healthcare Business Associates. She is going to talk about their fractional business development support solutions. So let me spotlight you. All right, Darian, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm going to get my slideshow up. Here we go. Hopefully, y'all can see that. So I work at Healthcare Business Associates. We are a fractional business development organization for healthcare practices and clinical
Sorry,
research.
Darian, I can't see your slideshow. Do you
Hold
mind
on,
sharing again?
try sharing again. Let's try this one.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yes,
Hopefully.
perfect.
Awesome. Okay, so we're healthcare business associates. We support healthcare practices and clinical research sites with fractional BD. Today, I'll talk about what we do, the value proposition, our results, and then kind of what your experience would be like and why HBA might be a benefit to your organization. So HBA, Healthcare Business Associates, we collaborate with clinical research sites to provide them with anything that you would expect from in-house business development, but we do it on a fractional contracted basis. We have a very high client retention rate, 98%. We believe in doing good, clean work by leveraging our strong industry relationships with sponsors and CROs to support the growth of our clients. And we also drive revenue for clinical research sites and healthcare practices through those relationships, through novel streams of revenue, and taking a very holistic approach to the growth of your site or practice. For those of you that may not be familiar with the fractional employment or contracting model, it is a way of having access to higher office individuals, but on a more fractional basis. So we're not like an SMO or anything like that where you become part of that network, but we work within your practice to ensure that you have all the growth that you want for your business. You're for those again for kind of that fractional model, whether or not you need like a CEO or CFO or COO, you can hire any of those individuals in a fractional role. We just provide fractional business development staff for your site. We're not study brokers. And the reason why that is important for you to know is because we believe in supporting your business as a whole. So we do help sites find new clinical trials and get involved with sponsors and CROs on new studies. But we also support sites with recruiting staff and investigators, breaking into new therapeutic areas, opening new sites or locations, and expanding their network or their reach. And we establish long-term partnerships with sponsors and CROs for your site, as opposed to kind of seeking that next study. We also support our sites with quality and SOP development as well. And again, everything that we do is to leverage your site in front of sponsors and CROs to be as competitive as possible for trial awards, for patient recruitment, for all of that. We can also help sites with, building their websites, building their marketing materials, and all of that is for making sure that you are presented as a trusted partner for sponsors and CROs. One of the benefits of using HBA is that you do get access to executive level BD support, but at a fraction of in-house full-time BD salary. So again, you can actually do this with CEOs or CFOs, anybody in those kind of upper executive level offices, but we do it with business development. So a lot of times, sites or smaller practices want to have business development to help grow their business strategy, but can't always afford to bring in someone full time. So we provide that level of performance and competence, but more on a fractional basis, and therefore it's not as expensive. It is flexible and scalable, and can oftentimes meet or exceed traditional business development models. It preserves the in-house experience and results, meaning that as opposed to brokers who may have split time trying to figure out how to get you the next study, we provide that holistic approach to what your site needs. Some sites need lots of different aspects of business development, including like budget and contract negotiations, hiring staff, seeking new PIs, and other sites maybe don't need as many services, but we make sure that it's tailored to what your site needs for long-term sustainable growth. All of our contracts are month to month, meaning that with a 30-day notice, you can leave at any time. We believe that if we don't perform or you don't like the services, you should not use our product. And we believe that if we do a good job, you won't want to go anywhere. So our clients are very happy with that and very happy with knowing that we go to bat for them and get them the results that oftentimes they're not able to find it with other vendors. To date, our team has been able to source hundreds of trials with all the major sponsors and CROs. We have established strong relationships with many sponsors and CROs like Syneos and Icon and AstraZeneca and Merck, and many others. We work in all therapeutic areas on all phases of clinical trials. And we leverage kind of, again, that established, experienced staff for the benefit and growth of your site. One of the things, some of the kind of what your experience looks like with our team, our biggest focus is long-term relationships for your site. This avoids the next study approach to business development. One thing I run into very often talking to clinical research site owners is they're just looking to get the next study. We need to get the next trial. We need to get the next award. And they're not always approaching it as looking at how to establish that long-term sustainable relationship with Eli Lilly or Novo Nordisk. So that way they keep coming back to your site as a trusted partner for their clinical trials. And that builds your own internal pipeline of studies and partnerships that are longer lasting and kind of create that that revenue stream over time is maybe what I'll call it. So that's one thing that I think is different in that our clients are very happy with our business development model. We give your site a personalized experience to meet your needs. I've seen I've had sites talk to me about how they feel like they get a list of studies and none of them apply to their specific needs or their therapeutic areas or their PIs. And we don't do that. We make sure that we understand your site from the very beginning. We fill out a detailed profile about your site to understand what you need and how you want to expand and grow your clinical research site as a business, given your capabilities. And if you don't already have those capabilities established, we can also work on establishing that for you, whether or not it's seeking imaging vendors, seeking therapeutic area specialists to partner with for patient referrals, or even bringing on new sub-investigators or PIs for different patient populations. Everyone on our team is trained to understand all these different aspects of clinical trials, so that way your clinical research site can be supported in any way that it needs. why choose HBA? Because hopefully you find that it helps your business grow. But we also believe that our unique approach that's tailored to your site is going to be productive and helpful for your long-term sustainable growth. We do have proven success. We are very cost efficient with our time and support of our clinical research sites. And again, we build those long-term partnerships. So we want to make sure that your site has everything it needs to grow and have its own internal pipeline and flow of studies, as opposed to one-off opportunities that are good, but maybe don't provide the long-term strategy that you may want. Um, and then if you are interested in business development, this is some of our information. So feel free to reach out to me directly or visit our website. And if there's anything you guys need, I know we're in the CRIO partnership directory, and Nikki is also able to orient you guys in that way as well. So thanks so much. I have a few minutes for any questions. So if anyone would like to ask anything, I'm available. And if not, I'm sure I'll see several of you around sometime.
Thanks, Darian. Any questions for Darian and her team? Feel free to chat them now. All right. Well, like Darian said, you can feel free to contact her or jump into the CRIO partner directory and submit an inquiry there. Thanks so much.